Them's fighting words. VR.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Them's Fighting Words proudly brings to you the Madman SupahEM walking to the stage. Yeah! What's up, people? What's up, people? I'm your boy SupahEM, and I'm in this thing. Let's go.
That was too fast. I didn't even see him do it. All right.
Uh-oh. I see him.
Doors open. That's right. Cheer, audience. Let's make some noise.
Make some noise.
Oh, let's hit these bags. Oh, I can't hit these bags. But that's whatever. I got this whole ring to hit stuff in. Let's go. It is Solly.
You already know, man. You already know. Back, baby.
All right. Where's our camera? Left, right?
I think it's over there, to be honest. I think it's always going to be to my left. Yeah, it's always going to be to my left, to your right, I believe, when you're hosting. All right, we got 30 seconds. Them's fighting words. We are your hosts, Super Solly. I'm your boy SupahEM, and across the ring is my main man, Solly.
Yeah, I'm. Woo-woo.
So, Solly, man, what are we talking about today?
Dream Team. Today, we're going to give some VR fighting tips for the first time. They're going to be a little more era of combat specific, but, you know, they might apply to whatever game you play.
Yeah. I mean, we just came fresh up off our last episode, if you just checked it out, getting you prepared for stepping in the ring. But now that you're in the ring, we're going to give you a little rough refresher course to just kind of get you started, right? No advanced tips here, just the basics.
All right, gentlemen, welcome to my ring.
All right, ref
you
guy.
know the rules. You know my word is the
call
law.
him referee.
Let's have a fair fight and protect yourselves at all times.
Ref Reed, that's what we're going to call him. Bam! All right. You already know what it is. Them's fighting words. Proud, get hyped, man. This is the virtual podcast where we talk the shit and land some hits, man. So basically, Solly and I get together once every week or so, and we talk about VR in our virtual studio here in Era of Combat. And today we're going to go over the basics of combat. So we're going to just show you a little bit of what we know about the game, what works, what doesn't. We're going to go over some generals first, and we're going to hit up some offense and some defense and wrap it up in round 3.
Sounds good.
So Solly, man, what we got going on?
All right, so I mean, any VR fighting basic game, right? You're gonna have a couple of things you want to keep in mind. You're gonna need to know how the physics of that game work, and you need to know what like style of fighting you're gonna do to try to either complement it or work with it. So, you know, era combat, pretty standard. Your gloves are your fighting hitbox. Almost rest of your body, I think, below the elbow, is another hitbox.
Yeah, you can land some head hits. You can strike to the body, you know. You can't hit. We can hit to the kneecaps. We found out, but it doesn't really hurt. Everything in boxing is above the waist, right? So if you know boxing, you know the rules. Your game's aim is to knock the person out. Interesting thing about this game is that it is very real, right? There's no special moves, no stats. It's you and your hand. So boxing rules.
No health bar, nothing.
No health bar. Well,
like,
you can't see the health bar.
I think the most you can see is like, if I get you real good, your avatar is going to get like a little angry face on him. And, you know, I kind of have an idea that
I just saw some blood.
Doing all right.
Shit. Damn, I'm
so like, there's like little things like that, right? There's those, there's like the little effects, but you know if you landed a good hit, but you don't know like anything like a health bar. You just kind of have to anticipate and, you know, the entire time just use good boxing form, right? Hit, don't get hit.
Yeah,
that's the
absolutely.
name of the game.
And the thing about this game is you want to remember for basics is that don't come in here doing one of these numbers, right? This is not where it is, ladies and gentlemen. You want to stay as true to boxing form as possible because the developers have coded this that your punches actually get more power. They're calculating how you rotate your fist, how you swing, how much distance travels, all of that jazz. So, you know, definitely keep your hands up and be mindful of that. So the name of the game is to hit hard and hit fast to knock your opponent out, right?
And like, there's a good difference, right? Like, you want to hit fast more than you want to hit hard. You don't need to like put all of your strength and like, you know, all these muscles into it. Just like whipping your hand around real fast, just as good, right? And like, just still with good form. you get this, like, you got to know how the game's damage works. It's distance and speed at connection. And then, like, special critical points, right? Like temple, jaw, solar plex.
So we're going to get in some offense next, right? We're going to show defense first or offense first?
We're going offense first. People, if we're going quick, people got to know where the money's at.
Okay, well, we're going to show them how to hurt people, and then we're going to show them how to not be hurt, and then we'll keep it moving. Okay, all right. I like that. You going to show them any special techniques?
I might. I got a few secret moves I've stolen from the internet and from from other fighters. I'm like, all right, I think that kind of works well in VR. I might have to do a whole nother video about like just different techniques of like advanced stuff that works.
Well, let's go with the basics, man. Jab, cross, hook, putting together some combinations, critical spots, and then special damage situations, right? And then I'll let you hit me. We'll probably get the first person view just so we can see what it is. So, offense, learning how to hit people. Solly, what you got?
Offense, I mean, the thing that I found works best in VR, right? Like you got this tendency that you want to try to hit like a million shots. Usually the way games are designed, that won't do the most damage. You want like the biggest shots as placed as you can get. The way I look at it is try to throw volume at the spots that are open. Right now, if your hands are low, throw at the face. Put your hands up, throw at the body. Changing levels, works really well the same way it does in real life. I think, where the guard is probably the most realistic part of this game.
Okay. So I'm going to keep it like a standard guard that most people do, both hands up, right? How do you approach attacking a person like this? What's your game plan if I got my guard up here?
Yeah, no, that's a good guard. So like I have a little bit of space to try to sneak a shot through there, so I can try to punish you for not having a tight enough guard. But this is the one where the body is the most open, and I wait to like I just throw those little flicker jabs out, and then wait to follow up with something else. Because basically, when they go to punch me at some point, because otherwise I'm just gonna get free damage. That's when you try to find your shot, you dodge. They break their form, get to the side. I really personally a fan of like it's a little bit defense, but it works offensively. Is that like roll and punch with the hook?
Okay, so I'm coming in with a jab and I'm swinging wide. You roll,
boom,
right there. Good shot. So power hits versus jab, being a slugger versus a boxer. What's effective in these games, right? Can I just keep you with a jab all day, or do I have to really start like coming in for power hits, man? Really trying to land something real big, throw a big uppercut or something. Like, what's the strategy that you find that works?
I mean, I think a little mix of both, right? Like, you're not going to knock someone out with just jabs all day. Maybe if your defense is good, you're going to, figure out, like, you're going to win on points. But at some point, whoever is fighting you is going to get frustrated. They're not going to be taking that much damage, and they're just going to start hitting those big shots, and one of them is going to hit you. So, you need to throw in at least a little bit of power to get them to respect you.
Nice. And so let's quickly go while we have some time, though. We got running out of time. Special damage. So in this game, at the very least, you can get bloodied. You can get blinded visually. I want you to just wail on my head a little bit and see if I can. Oh, yeah, I definitely saw some. Keep going, man. Keep going. I can take some more hits. Oh. You ain't nothing, Rocky. I don't feel these.
Hyper realistic.
Oh, shit. Oh, dang. Oh, my vision. Oh, it's getting. Keep going. I'm getting messed up. I just want people to see how bad this thing. Ah, shit. God damn it.
Too, that finally got you down.
And eventually, you'll score a knockdown.
2, 3.
I'm literally floating like a ghost out here. This is kind of crazy.
5,
like, it's very ethereal.
6.
Oh, shit.
7.
Yeah.
8.
Your body's right there.
9.
Oh.
10.
Wow.
Oh, apparently that was enough to do it.
All right. Well, we'll do this in the post round. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's do this fake pickup round just in case I want to use some of this stuff. So you heard Solly's offense. It's pretty solid offense. This man is a former champ right here. You listen to what he says. I'm just some Joe Schmo who likes to pretend that he's in an anime. So I'm going to give you fake-ass boxing tips that won't work in real life, but might work in this game. So I just came back from the grave, and I'm going to say that again once we get to this round. But So Solly's style is orthodox, right? You got your hands up, lead hand jab, flicker jab to the body, and he moves, comes in, you know, and he likes to throw this looping jab here, you know, little slap to the wrist. I'm gonna tell you guys the real, right? I know we say don't do this, but you can totally do that. Case in point, in a regular jab, rotate the wrist, stick it out stiff, bring it back to your face. I watch too much Hajime no Ippo, so I come in with a flicker jab, just like that.
Red up immediately.
Right. Immediately caused blood to that right eye because I whipped it, bam, and I want to slap him with my back fist. The cool thing about that is I do more of like a Philly shell. I keep one hand down here and up here, which allows me to whip that out, but also target the body. Also, come back in on the other side. Also, you know, I can defend, slip, come back in, boom, there's another one. My style of offense is based on the flicker jab, you know, little Tommy Hearns action. So when you're setting up flicker jabs, right, hit the body, hit the head, right, body, and then people want to come to the head, so it's body, left side, body, right side. It's a 50-50, right? Now it's a
take what I give you.
All right, body hook to the body, body overhead cross. And that's what I'm doing. I'm doing that chopping, and I'm coming down in a 45-degree angle. I want to hit him on the top of the head like that, right? So put it all together, and I have a long reach. So I'll sit back, and I'll move, and I'll throw jabs from down here, and I'll throw jabs, and I kind of frame them up, you know, and I'm waiting for big swings, but I really want to just slap them real there because I can generate a lot of power. Power in this game is basically generated by speed traveled,
speed and
distance moved, right? So a jab only travels this short distance, but the flicker comes from way back here to slap somebody across, right? So you could fakes, you know, you can bam, you know, bop, bop, do double, you know, body, body, boom. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, right? I don't know whether to block left or the right, and anytime, I can just switch it up. So that's my fake little boxing tip. But ladies and gentlemen, back at it once again, back from the grave. You knocked the shit out of me, right? And when you guys take a look at this, you will see that from the first person perspective in this game, when you're taking that level of damage, the bloody hits, you have the blood blocking your face. As I was getting close to being knocked down, my vision scoped in, right? Tunnel vision comes in. You get the ringing in your ears in this game, right? And that's going to the point where Solly was striking vital points, right? In this game, they're vital points. The chin, the temple, right? Right up under the ribs here if they're exposed. These points actually count for more damage. And of course, what knocked me out, like you said, you never know what knocks you out. Sometimes you'll land a big critical hit, right? Your hands are down, your opponent's hands out. You hit it just right on the button. Massive damage could change the tide of a fight. But we're going to go on a little bit of defense here, right?
I think that's the we taught you how to hit, now how to not get hit.
Not a guy. So 2 parts to defense, right? Static and active, right? Your static defense is keeping your hands up. In VR, you got to account for the fact that these things are not really where you think your hands are sometimes. So for me, instead of keeping my hands up here like this, I actually move them to the side a little bit, right? A lot of people like to throw hooks.
Yeah.
Right? You want to cover those ears.
Hooks are like a little bit overpowered, and so like this guard that he's using, perfect for blocking that.
Yeah. This, if you notice somebody's doing
not leave his face open.
You see my face is open, right? So if you want to be like here, this little peekaboo, it blocks your vision, but you're blocking straights. Once they start going in, you flare those gloves outside to block the head. This is going to force them to have to come to the body, but fighting in the body, more of a commitment. If he goes down low, guess what? Chopping right.
Ooh.
Right? The minute his head goes down there, I'm punching down and coming back in. He's going to get more punished for that. So it's risky. He has to jab to the body in and out, which allows me to enact the next part of the game, which is more active. Movement. What do you know about footwork, Solly? You got more space than me, I think.
I think we're pretty close, but yeah, no, movement is exactly what you want to do. You want to be aware of like how much you're leaving in, and like right now I know where I am in my space. I know I've got both my reach and then like a big extra step I can do. So like I know I can hit you from here. And that's also why it's, you know, good to like keep up that guardian so that like I know, all right, you're right at the edge of my space. I can do a lunging jump and do it. Or at least I have this area to escape to or this area to escape to if you're like coming in on me.
Now on the receiving end, if Solly's lunging at me, go ahead and do that lunge punch again. He comes in. You see how I slipped underneath that? Move and slip and come in with a counter, right? When you jab, throw punches, don't stay here and wait for the hit. Jab and move. Jab and slip. And move. Back up.
The hardest,
come back in.
Hardest
Take 2
thing in
steps
this
back.
game is trying to hit like a moving target.
Like on some Hajime no Ippo type shit. You can Dempsey roll your way around here. You know what I'm saying? I'm keeping moving. I'm keeping active. And at the same time, I can slip. You know what I'm saying? I keep my hands up. When I'm doing this rolling, I keep my hands up above my head because he's going to be swinging in this general area here, right? Trying to catch me. And a lot of times you can catch somebody with a wide swing and just come back with a counter hit.
Yeah, I was going to say, too, your ducking that you're doing there is, like, really effective. Like, people love to throw those hooks for, you know, because they loop around that guard, but, like, a good duck.
Yeah, you can't.
You set up.
You're grazing the top of the head.
Here, they're off balance.
Yeah.
You know, you got the perfect shots lined up.
Ladies and gentlemen,
bonus
the
tip, though. I'm going to give you guys a bonus tip.
To the scorecards
Let's see who won this. I know
and declared a unanimous draw.
Somehow it's a draw. Okay, bonus tip for you guys. So we said flaring out to the ears defends against these very OP and very common strategy hooks in this game. Keeping your guard up in the front here. Definitely good for blocking those jabs. And of course, always keeping your head moving, whether it's, you know, jab and move, cross and move, right? Do a little Dempsey roll. We came out with a little secret tech. I call it the combination guard, right? It's going to be one hand in the front, one hand to the ear, right? This is a weird VR specific thing. With this hand right here, the only way that Solly could hit me is with a hook to this side. And when I see the hook winding up, this is what I do. Switch. So now I'm jab hook, jab cross hook. If I see the lead jab come in, I know which side the hook is going to end on, so you kind of anticipate that. But those are just little, you know, a little extra tip that I'm going to lay on to you guys defensively. But hopefully that little quick start conversation will help some of you guys figure out what you want to do, and maybe, you know, how some of the damage and stuff in this game works. We'll probably do more specific, like we'll probably do a whole episode on just jab techniques or hook techniques or things like that. So
we'll have a technique series. I'll throw out a little one for the audience. Personally, I like to sometimes use a guard like a little more karate style.
Oh, the karate
move
guard,
your hands both up and down. So like one in front of the face, one at the body. You get blocking both levels, and like because you're switching them all the time, you know, the other person has to figure out which side's going to be open.
Yeah, we didn't even explain to him that blocking in this game is really glove-on-glove contact and a little bit of the forearms.
Yeah, you just got to get that glove in the way. So like, you know, don't just stick with your guard like fully stationary. Like, you know, give it a little movement, a little hand wiggle.
Yeah. Well, that being said, look, we got another episodes of Them's Fighting Words coming out. At this point, I have to keep reminding myself to tell you guys, please like, share, and subscribe, right? If you like this content, it really means a lot to both Solly and I. We're putting on a lot of hard work to have these conversations. If you got any suggestions on what we should cover next or any conversations, drop them in the comments below. And with that being said, you know, follow it. We don't have any socials. We'll tell y'all when we get socials. But for now, we're just bumping gums on YouTube. And hit that notification bell and tell your mom and your friends.
All right. Good night, everyone. Let's
Peace.
go.